Welcome back to some post-game Yagami Lost Judgment. In the last episode, we finished off the game and saw the credits to the end. But there's a bit of a time skip, as I've kind of completed almost or just about everything in both Ijincho and Kamurocho. So pretty much have everything done. I went back and did all the completion metrics, went to all the stores, finished off some mini games I couldn't do beforehand. And most importantly, got all the skills. Yes, everything. It's honestly crazy, looking back on some of them that I couldn't get. A lot of them are locked behind the cats, the dogs, and overall just some hidden stuff that doesn't appear until you get to certain later chapters, in which I didn't really check back at the old vendors. So there was a lot of that, and I just finished up the last girlfriend, in fact, which was, kind of forgot her name. Minato Todo. So yeah, all the girlfriends are done. Actually not that long of a system, so getting through this wasn't that bad. Although I am glad I didn't show it on camera, just because it was pretty rudimentary, I would say. At least compared to the hostess equivalent of these in the other games, so yeah. Also, everything did work out as I thought it would. All of these other girlfriend stories pretty much took up everything else, which only leaves us with two more cases to do, and I did a bit of research to see what they are. One of them is obviously the Amon one, which is the classic last sub-story or side case in every game. And this one is only accessible once we finish up the school stories with Kyoko. So we are going to do that today. Let's just teleport back while I give you the itinerary. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully in this episode, we're going to finish the school stories with Amasawa. Where is Yokohama again? Should be down here. We're going to finish up the school stories today, finish off the MRC, do that last side case, and then do the Amon side case as well, since, you know what, fuck it, we're already here. And then we'll call it a series. Jokes, actually. That's, yeah, it actually is a joke. We're not even done yet, because we got the Kaito files still. And Kyoko will only talk to me if it's daytime. So there's that. Yeah, also I am glad I did wait till the post-game to do the girlfriends as well, because some of them are only available at certain times of the day. Like, you have to, like, when they ask you out on dates or whatever, the process of completing them is it would be very difficult if otherwise not performed in the end game, where you can change the time of day. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing I waited, because it would have been way too complicated to do that normally. Alright, but now let's go see Kyoko and see the end to who this professor is. And on top of that, you know what? I'll do this too, since we're in the post game and I've officially unlocked everything. We're going to play the game on hard. How about that? Alright, Kyoko.
Yagami-san.
Ready? Let's do this. The truth. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to go. Well then, let's look back on each incident the MRC investigated so we can hopefully gain a better perspective. She said it. Well, the look back's not coming for quite a while though, depending on how long the Kaito DLC is. Well, this is cool, okay.
What the?
So we have the dance club. In the dance club, Maika Takanashi got into the sugar baby gigs through the professor's message board. This was what led us to discovering the actual site on the dark web. Students post on the site by using an exclusive browser and register by using their student IDs.
In other words,
As such, we've come to the conclusion that the professor has a very advanced knowledge of computer networking and programming.
Yeah.
That, or he's got someone on his crew with that knowledge.
now that you mention it,
As for Takanashi's motive for becoming a sugar baby, that was rather an unexpected development.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person who Takanashi went through all that effort for was... Wait, what? Where's the guy? It's Kyoko, it's you. Who did Takanashi go through all that effort for? Oh, her rival. What? Why is she not here? Takanashi is... yeah, her. Oh, it was for Kotoko, right? Yeah, she did all that because, the school festival drama. Yeah. Kotoko Itokura. Last semester, Itokura was the chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. Takanashi was a member of that committee too.
But
The other member got sick of Itokura's poor attitude and eventually began ignoring her. By the end of it, everyone had turned their backs on her.
Yes.
It had to have been rough. At any rate, the results was a colossal failure of a cultural festival, and Itokura hasn't been seen ever since then. Thus, the identity of the dance club Sugar Baby was revealed, but the case didn't end there. Someone by the username of Dancing Bunny posted a request for a physical assault on Norizuki-san, captain of the rival dance troupe. The person who requested the hit turned out to be a bit of a surprise to us.
yeah.
The true identity of the poster who requested the attack on Yuri Norizuki was this guy, the ex-counselor. It was the dance club advisor, Komikado. He used the Nishizono's Dancing Bunny account to make the request. Except, according to Sakakiba, the professor actually never granted the request despite the generous offer from Komikado. What we can deduce from this is that the professor's motive behind his machinations are not actually monetary in nature. It does make me wonder what the professor's criteria is for selecting posts then. Doesn't really tell me much, but alright. Next is, let's go uniform. We did the robotics after. Okay. I nosed around there after reports of robot cut purses in the city. As a result, we discovered that the thieves' robot design was Kurumazaki. Kurumazaki-kun. Well, to be honest, I had suspected Okitagawa-kun, but it's a shame I misjudged the truth. Luckily, we were able to get our hands on something juicy at the lab. A key piece of evidence that points towards the professor's motive behind instigating all this criminal behavior. Yeah, it was, well, it was the key that gave us access to the cabinet, but it was this, because this was the first motive that we found, the first piece. This, right? You don't sound all that confident. Not confident at all. Okay.
Excuse me.
If that's the case, would you care to review? Good idea, okay. Okay, so it wasn't that, it was the... this, I guess? I mean, the key opened the cabinet to the blueprints of the thief bot. And then we got this from Tsukumo. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna start clicking away. Let's go with the blueprint for now. Okay, it's not that.
Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, like too many of these evidence points are like the same. Let's go with this then. Yeah, okay, it's that. That'd be the copies of the email correspondence with the professor, which we found in the lab. The professor was explicitly plotting with the Neo Keihin gang to turn Kurumazaki and 7 other specific students to the wrong side of the law.
In other words,
So 8 students total. We still don't know why he chose them. I believe finding out that out will be the key to discovering the professor's identity. Okay. Next we did... I like how all of these have Japanese, or like hiragana and katakana, and then there's just girls bite. Alright, next was boxing if I recall correctly. Was it boxing? I believe so. The Todoroki Boxing Gym. This is the payback boxer case. Some masked kids kept picking fights with martial artists, experts, and other tough rumble guys in the streets. And in the end, we figured out who he really was. It was Kenya. It was Kento. It was your brother, Kyoko. It was Kenya Oshikiri, a former karate member who turned out to be the wonderkind of Todoroki's gym. In fact, we even have evidence of Oshikiri's motive. Of his motive. Fixed match evidence. Oh, right, yeah, because this gave him the address of the contestants, which the professor sent to Kenya. He only entered the Genbukai to try and overcome his fear of his father, Fudo. Problem is, he found out that all his fights were fixed in his favor. His champion status was set up for the showrunners to line their pockets.
In other words,
And he learned it from the professor, who sent him all the evidence he needed to see the truth for himself.
Which means,
Which leads us to question why the professor would reveal his own hand like that.
in other words,
Had this news of match fixing leaked to the public, people would stop betting. The Genbukai racket would all be done for. We can at least assume that money is not the motive.
if I have this right,
It looks like the professor's motive is a major key to solving the case. Okay. Biking was next. Leader of Maiden Heaven, Yuma Suo. He went from the disciplinary committee to a biker gang practically overnight.
yes,
Yeah, and he dyed his hair too. Fucking Rufus Shinra lookalike. Turns out that Suo's mother had forbade him from participating in motocross, so he was doing what he could to suppress the desire of it while still having an outlet. Right, and the professor picked up on that jealousy, so he exploited it. By manipulating Suo through certain means... of course, the biker jumpsuit. It was the... What measures did he take to incentivize him? Letter from the discipline. Oh, right. The letter he got from him. Yeah, it was like, look at this photograph. Do you want to be it too? Apparently he was tipped off by a letter found in the committee suggestions box as a Professor M. Pretty safe to say it was him. That was supported by the fact that the letter was dropped off directly in the committee suggestion box. Since it's located on campus, I find it highly likely that the professor attends or works at our school.
Yagami-san.
You mustn't forget, though, there was only one key figure in this case. An individual connected to the Neo Keihin gang.
yeah,
Yeah, and that would be... Ghost. Yeah, his brother. Don Murasaki, aka Ghost. He's the younger brother of the legendary gang founder, Reiji Murasaki. Dan's goal was to rise to the top of the Ijincho underworld so he could step out from his brother's shadow and make a name for himself. Koga, the Neo Keihin gang leader, took notice of him and used his ambition for their own gain. Trying to make up for their lack of heavy hitters by making Don Murasaki the rep for Maiden Heaven and recruiting him into Neo Keihin.
Now that you mention it,
This Koga must have really wanted to win the professor's favor, given how he thought of this as a sort of offering to him. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen Koga in this game. We saw all the other three, but not Koga, so I'm wondering when he's going to show up. Okay, let's do... I think we did Skaters after. This is Skaters. Shinanosuke Shikishima, leader of the Ijincho Hounds, a local skateboarding community. Right? And then they went up against the Blue Kings, right? He's also the culprit responsible for drawing the graffiti art that suddenly appeared on the walls of Serio. The professor just so happened to be the motif of the graffiti.
yeah.
Shikishima received a direct request of the professor via the website's private message system. That was what led him to tag the school. Graffiti is the perfect blend of crime and art. Okay. Well, that didn't really tell us much. Next was esports. Genya Sabonmatsu, the head of Serio High's esports club. He cheated in competitions with a tool-assisted joystick.
yes,
Seems to have acquired the program and his joystick from the professor. And it's apparently too advanced for any normal high school students to have developed it.
In other words,
Well, who's to say he didn't just like pirate it off GitHub or something? GitHub. Which would mean the professor has unusually high technical skills. Alright. That's all we learned from that. Next was the photography. Kanto Hikawa, former president of the photography club. He'd been blackmailing Saiga Sensei to save up for his college tuition. Thanks to the professor's website, Hikawa found out Saiga Sensei was having an affair. The professor supposedly reached out to Hikawa to make first contact rather than vice versa.
in other words,
Which means Hikawa was the one the professor's targets. Yeah, not the girl. Okay, and then we had gambling. Kohaku Hayakawa, female student in the board game club, started going to an underground casino here in town looking for thrills. Since minors aren't usually allowed in casinos, Hayakawa got access by borrowing her brother's membership card. She even impersonated her brother whenever she went to gamble.
but
In the end, though, we learned she had nothing to do with the professor.
excuse me.
Since her case won't contribute anything to our work on the professor, I'll go ahead and exclude it from our list. Okay, she's been voted off the island. And then we have Girls Bite.
Suspicious.
Emily-chan. Emily S. Mochizuki. By the way, the S stands for, I forgot. It's one of her Englinized names. I think it was Sarah or Sasha or Sansa Stark. Popular employee of the girls' bar, Girls Bite. Kizuna Ashihara, third year at Serio, lied about his age and frequently visited her along with members of the Neo Keihin gang. Ashihara-kun supposedly joined the Neo Keihin gang thanks to his senpai.
Yeah.
That was the unique part of this case. Ashihara had no contact whatsoever with the professor.
Wait a minute.
In other words, he wasn't one of the professor's targets for delinquency. However, Ashihara happened to overhear some key info about the professor while he was at the Neo Keihin gang hideout. Yeah, when Koga hung up on a certain phone call, he muttered something to himself. That brat. My wireless bill. Supposedly, that's what Ashihara heard Koga say. The fact that he said brat must mean the professor's quite younger than Koga. He's most likely about 40, so we can expect the professor to be in his teens, maybe early 20s. Probably a student then. Kyoko?
Hey.
Are you? Why can I examine her?
Suspicious.
What?
What the?
What? I can never figure out why there was a panda in the MRC until today. Because some cases aren't always black and white. Glad I was able to let that out, even to myself. Time to channel that energy into the case at hand. Okay. Good one, Yagami. Something the matter, Yagami-san? Let's go over the cases already. Okay, let's do it. I've gathered up the cases on the whiteboard. Let's review the ones that strike you as curious first. Okay, my prized pupil. Anything else? What? What is this? There's something else I could analyze.
Hey.
Oh.
What the?
This poster's pretty nice. I've actually grown quite fond of it. Maybe I'll post one up at the office that says, clean up your mess or close up shop. Of course, that'd mean Kaito-san would put me out of business in no time. Okay, I'll stop. Priorities here. Alright. Having Yagami having the time of his life. Anything else I can analyze? Nope. The door?
Suspicious.
No more trivia?
Hey. What the?
This poster had me curious. The last one revealed that it was all a dream, so how can there be a sequel? What kind of twist will the next one have? I should ask Amasawa about it later, but before that I need to review these cases. Okay. Yagami's a movie buff. Alright, we're done here. What do you see? Alright, we've gone through all that info we have so far. The biggest thing we still don't have or know is the professor's motive behind selecting those 8 specific students to lead astray.
Yeah.
Out of the 8, we know one person for absolute certain, Kuramazaki-kun in the robotics club.
Yes.
Correct. Now, if we include the 6 individuals who we know were directly approached by the professor,
In other words,
we're up to 7. One more person left.
which means
Assuming our theory is correct, there should be one student remaining who we led astray by the professor. Okay, so we got Kenya,
Yeah.
Kuramazaki, Suo, forgot her name, dance girl who was friends with Kotoko, esports guy, photography club senpai, and Kyoko's blocking the last person. Yeah, who could it be? Maybe the student's actually been involved in illegal activity this whole time, and we just haven't caught wind of it yet.
yes.
Perhaps you're right. We must figure out who the last individual is as soon as possible. Oh, skater guy, right. From Kento.
Kento.
Hello? What is it, Kento? Oh, sis, thank God. Where are you right now? At HQ, with Yagami-san. Yagami-san's with you? Perfect. I'm actually at the Popo in front of the station right now, and I've got a bit of a situation.
Hey.
What's wrong? Well, hey, you little bastard. Ah, crap. Kento? Sorry, call you right back.
Hey.
What? What? What was that? Everything all right?
No.
I'm not sure, but it sounds like Kento's in some kind of trouble. That's not good. Where is he? He said he's at the popo in front of the station. Come on, let's go. Oh, okay. Time to save her brother. Oh, she's with me, yes. Me and my prized pupil. Also, why is it always the afternoon at school? Come, Kyoko. It's time for your first fight. We'll call it the Amasawa style. Oh, right, can't take the taxi. So he's all the way... The popo in front of the station, right? Okay. Kind of forgot there was one there. Alright, let's go. Time to make tracks. Oh, I also went around town and I found all the squirrels as well. Holy shit, there's so many squirrels. It took me a while, but... The squirrels did have a lot of valuable items, like extract recipes that I will never use, of course, and skill books, which I will use. Hopefully I can showcase when we get into the harder fights. But until then, gotta rescue Kento and find out who the professor is.
Wait for me, please.
It has to be a new character. Also, can I go into my garage? I can't. Can't show Kyoko my cool-ass motorcycles. Excuse me, car. Here it is. Kento? I don't see him inside. I'll ask the clerk inside. Yeah, order me up some, get a bento too while you're at it. I'll scope out the area, Amasawa, isn't that bag?
Huh.
It's Kento's. The wallet I gave him for his birthday is inside.
Seriously?
No way. Yagami's like, ooh, free wallet. I'll ask the clerk what happened. You stay here.
Yes.
Okay. I see. So, no idea where he went. Don't they have, like, security cameras?
Yagami-san.
What happened to Kento? Apparently, he was here with a woman in her late 30s who was dressed, amorously. An older woman? They both got dragged into a black car by some guys who looked like Yakuza. They just took off.
No way.
Yagami, do you think it was the Neo Keihin gang? Maybe they grabbed him because we're getting closer to the professor. It's hard to say. Whatever the reason, we need to find Kento-kun. If only we could figure out where they took him.
What should I do?
Oh, Kento, where did you go? Doesn't her brother have like a find my phone type of... Oh, I see what they want me to do. Ranpo.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, come on, come on.
I believe in you, buddy.
I believe in you too. Oh, Ranpo. Woof. You know where he went?
I see.
Ah, Ranpo. How could I forget about him? Also, that leash is just aerodynamic. Alright, Ranpo. This is your time to shine. We got the detective trio over here. Okay. This way?
This way, huh?
Oh my gosh. Me and my daughter taking our dog out for a walk.
Doing great.
You're doing great. Oh, it's a Blue Kings graffiti.
Got something?
Oh, what? Where? This way? Okay.
This way, huh?
I can speed up a bit. Might be a while too. I mean, they took him by car, right? So I sure hope I'm going in the right direction. Ah, it's over here.
Got something?
There we go. Kento should be somewhere around here. What is this place? It's an apartment complex from the looks of it. Oh no, it's one of these multi-purpose buildings. Let me go, you bastard.
Kento!
Hey, that's Kento. Guess now's not the time to mess with the intercom. Alright, Kyoko, show me what you got. You've watched Yagami fight now for a while. Kento.
Yagami-san!
Yagami, help.
Ah?
The fuck do you want? Get out of my way, bitch. Ugh. Right. Like telling you is gonna change how this goes. I'll take every single one of you on. Bring it. What in the... What's this guy's deal? Let's just kill his ass. Alright. Come on, pull out a weapon. I want to show you some new heat actions.
Here we go.
Oh, damn, they don't have weapons. So, like, Snake had a bunch of new upgrades. So now I have a heat action for enemies with a gun, with a hammer, with a two-handed weapon, enemy with a sword, and I have one for... Fuck, what is it? I have one more too. But this one's cool as well. So, like, I'm invulnerable when I'm in the animation of throwing an enemy. So that's pretty cool too. And then for Tiger, I think I have... No, it was this one. Brink Strike. Increases the damage of skills when my health is low. So it's like my ultimate attacks for each of my styles do more damage when I'm low HP. But for now, these are just fodder. So just kill them quickly. Damn. And I put the difficulty on hard. Come here. Go to sleep. Oh, this guy is fearing for his life. Go on, get up. Actually, stay down. And that's that. So who's the woman? Oh, let me guess. She's the professor then. Yagami, we're just gonna let her get away? Okay. Kento, are you alright? Damn it, I got honey trapped. I mean, what? I don't even know what honey is. Yagami, I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. Oh, right, I don't need SP or money anymore. I'm just fully maxed out.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, sis.
Hey!
Apologies are appreciated, but they aren't explanations. Now explain yourself.
So, actually...
She was my sugar mama.
What was that?
I'm sorry? Your what? Yo, Kyoko's about to kill him.
So...
Well, if a lady wants to date a younger guy and she's willing to spend the money... Yeah, no, I get it. Opposite of sugar daddy, that's, not what I mean. It turns out she's also seeing this guy who's kinda in the Yakuza. You little idiot.
Hey.
How did you meet her in the first place? Well, I, used the professor's site.
Huh?
What?
What?
You've been posting there? In that horrible place?
Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really sorry.
What?
I can't believe you... All while we were chasing after the professor. Kento-kun, how long have you been doing this? For like 2 months now. I started pretty soon after I first heard about the site from a friend. I was just reading the site and posting for fun, nothing serious. Then one day I got a DM from the professor. It said, I'm well aware of your looks and social skills. You can make some serious spending money doing this, and had a little job description after that.
No way.
So you got the idea after the professor whispered in your ear.
Now that you mention it.
Yagami, the professor's goal is to make 8 students become delinquents in some way or another, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're pretty sure we know who 7 of them are.
Which means...
Well, perhaps the last student is actually Kento.
I guess so.
You know, could be. She is so disappointed in him, though. Ugh, I can't believe my own brother betrayed me. She also had a convenient photo of him too to just put on the whiteboard. Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Yep, and just like that, we have our 8. Oddly convenient, but alright.
Hey.
Well, Amasawa, now that we got a full list, we can finally work out the professor's motive.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're ready for some serious sleuthing. Firstly, the professor's motive isn't monetary, so what other motives could we possibly theorize? Let's see, for money, for love, for revenge, there are plenty of potential reasons. Yeah, that's true.
Amasawa.
Say, Amasawa, what do you think would have happened if we weren't there to set those kids straight? What would have happened? Well, they obviously would have continued their delinquent behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's safe to say, but it's also very likely that they would have been caught eventually. Every time a crime is repeated, the risk of discovery increases. In all of the cases we've looked into, the police would have caught the kids eventually. If they took the investigators seriously enough, I suppose that's true.
Which means...
Oh, so in other words,
Yeah.
we can predict the outcome the professor was hoping for. They joined the Neo-Kahin gang. There's a good chance they would have joined the Neo-Kahin gang eventually.
What?
Huh? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. It's fucking grooming. Each of these 8 students had a unique skill. Surely the Neo-Kahin gang would want to take advantage of those. You think Suo would have joined the Neo-Kahin gang, or Kuramazaki-kun, or what about Takanashi?
But
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I don't find it likely. Those 3 especially aren't the types to join a criminal gang.
I guess so.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, which leaves us with, okay, I guess not then. They'd regret it later. Yeah, they'd get caught and punished. There's a good chance they would have got caught and punished for their crimes. Yeah, that seems to be the most natural outcome, most likely sent to an institution of some sort or expelled from school, possibly even turned into a criminal case. Or, what if that was the goal? Oh-ho!
In other words...
You're saying the professor's goal was to get those students out of Serio by getting them in enough trouble to be expelled or incarcerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a theory for now.
I see.
I see, but it does make quite a lot of sense in this scenario.
Amasawa.
Let's see if this line of thought leads us to the professor's identity. We move on, if not. So what do the 8 people on our list have in common? What indeed? What was the professor's criteria for selecting these students? Hang on, these are... What is it? No, it's just a coincidence, right?
Kento-kun.
Notice something? Kento? Yeah, speak up, a fool. Well, while you were talking about what might they have in common, I just gave it a thought and... But there's no way I'm right. I'm terrible at that detective stuff, you know? Oh my god, I hate it when characters are like this, like, well, I don't really have anything of input to add, and, you know, I'm not really the smartest person ever, but what I'm trying to say is, well, this is just a theory, so my hypothesis might not always be correct, and what I'm trying to be and say is that... My gosh, just say the fucking thing. Kyoko's about to be so pissed. Kento, just tell us.
So,
Well, all 8 students.
so actually,
We were on the cultural festival committee. Oh. There's no way it's Kotoko. She's the professor? Nani?
What was that?
They were what?
Kento!
Kento, are you sure? Yeah, there should be a picture somewhere. That means Kento was part of it too. Found it. Oh yeah, he was. I forgot. See? All 8 of us. What? Why was Kenya part of the culture festival committee? There's no way I believe that he was part of it. Kuramazaki, sure. Photography president, sure. Skate guy, sure. Suo, maybe. Kento, I believe. Esports guy, sure. Dancing girl, Takanashi, sure. Kenya, I don't. Why the fuck would Kenya want to be a part of this? Amasawa, when the anime protagonist goes crazy. Oh shit.
Really?
It can't be.
No way.
Yagami-san, doesn't this mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. We know someone with the motive for turning these 8 Serio students into bad apples.
In other words,
And this theory ties everything we learned about the professor together into a nice little thread.
What?
What do you mean? Let's start by summarizing the professor's motive. At this point, it's safe to say revenge.
Yes.
I agree. Revenge sounds like the most fitting motive if the end goal was to get those students expelled or punished. Next up, we've already deduced that the professor has an advanced knowledge on computer programming and networking. Considering the complicated darknet forums and cheat tool and the betting site for the Genbukai, I suspect those skills are what drove Koga to curry favor with the professor to benefit the Neo Keihin gang. Also, that delinquent who went to the girls' bar, Kizuna Ashiwara, heard something important when he saw Koga. He had called someone a brat after hanging up the phone. He was likely talking about the professor. A brat? Lastly, and this is the biggest one, there's only one person for the cultural committee who hasn't been caught in any kind of delinquency. Someone who definitely has the motive to seek revenge on the other committee members. And someone with such advanced computer skills, I would be surprised if that knowledge extended to websites too.
I think we finally know who the professor is.
Why is Sayaka here? What? Where the fuck is Sayaka? Sayaka! Kenya. It's Kotoko. Why though? It's unfortunate, but she fits the profile to a T.
In other words,
You're right. The professor's true identity is Kotoko Itokura. What? But Itokura, don't you see? The culture festival wasn't just a flop for Seiryo High. It was a catastrophic blow to Itokura's ego. It may have been due to her own attitude, but she had to deal with committee members arguing with her, blowing off their duties, and even boycotting meetings. The culture festival was destined to be a failure with that kind of situation, but she still took it so hard that she stopped coming to school entirely. Who would really be surprised to find out she had a grudge against her former committee members this whole time?
Real.
No way.
Yes.
Not only that, Itokura-san is very proficient with computers. She put together that mystery trick encyclopedia in no time, and it's professional level work. She also tutored Sakura in the robotics club with the programming. But the professor was selling answers to mock exams and stuff on the site, right? You'd have to steal that from a cram school's computers or something. Only a professional hacker could pull that off. About that, there's still something that's been coming to mind every so often. At first, it was just a curious discovery that didn't mean so much of anything. What is it, Amasawa?
Excuse me.
Well, when I had you go undercover at Todoroki's gym, do you remember when Itokura found a photo of Fudo Oshikiri in that weekly magazine?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
That being said,
Well, I did some more research on that picture. Turns out, the article it appeared in was pulled several years ago due to an illegal claim.
What was that?
What?
yes.
I tried reverse image searching the photo, but it seemed all digital versions of the article were pulled as well. My guess would be the Omi Alliance pressured them into self-censorship at some point. Well, have you tried the Wayback Machine, Amasawa? Whatever the case, the fact is that no one should have been able to find that picture unless they somehow accessed the publisher's servers.
In other words,
So you think Itokura might have actually been that good at hacking?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like an unlisted website, okay. Recall how Fudo Oshikiri turned out to be the key to the Payback Boxer case. What if Itokura-san fed us that info so Oshikiri's crimes could be exposed and he'd faced criminal charges? No way, what kind of high schooler would be thinking that far ahead?
That being said,
I just can't believe it, not yet. Not the Itokura I know.
Amasawa.
Well, let's ask her to come meet with us. We should ask her face to face. And hope the only thing that comes of it is a good laugh.
yes.
Agreed. She usually drops by the club room around this time. I'll try reaching out to her. Unless she's bugged this place and she knows. It was me all along, Yagami-san. Well, she did come.
Amasawa-senpai.
Did you need something?
Oh,
Ah, there you are, Itokura. We just had a quick question for you. Won't take long. What? We'll chase after her. She can't get away. Okay. What? How did she lock it? From the outside. What the hell? Come on, it's stuck.
no way.
I think she locked us in.
Really?
Wait, did she bring a key with her in case this happened? Good hit, Yagami. Do that again. 50 more times. Gah. Alright, come on, tiger style. Open, damn it. How do you lock it from the outside? Oh, good hit. And also, how does Kyoko not have a key herself? Also, apparently it's nighttime. Where is she? Hey, you, is that Shikishima? No, a girl just came out of here, right? Kotoko Itokuda. This guy's like, what? I'm just here for a drink, man. Itokuda-san, yeah, I saw her. And which way did she go? Out towards, the front gate. Outside? Okay. Thanks. About to chase her all around Yokohama. Ah, damn it, we can't lose her. See her anywhere?
Yagami-san!
Yagami, look. Oh, well. Well, she doesn't jump. Yagami can't swim.
Hey!
Kento, I'll take it from here. It's probably best that you don't get involved. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Also, Kento, you might say some stupid shit, too.
Itakura.
Running through the courtyard wiped me out. Exercise really isn't my thing.
Will you talk to us now?
Knowing how perceptive you are, I bet you knew what we were going to ask just by looking around the room, right? But no, it's nothing more than a theory. I'd really prefer to learn this was a misunderstanding.
So, Itakura, if we wanted to run our theory by you, would you deny it? Would you?
How weak. Nothing's worse than detectives who don't trust their hunches. Yep. I'm the professor. I'm the one who turned all the cultural committee members into delinquents.
What?
No way! You're kidding me! When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Isn't that right, Amasawa-senpai? A real detective faces every truth equally. But why? You seemed like you were finally happy in the MRC. Tell me, why?
It's time to talk. Why did you go through all this effort?
Well, when I first made the website, it was really just because I was bored at home. Eventually, all sorts of people started posting. People venting about their parents or their teachers. People who needed quick money. People craving revenge. And the more advice I gave them to achieve their desires, the more popular I became. Before I really knew it, people had started calling me the professor. Well, why did you meddle with the lives of your cultural committee? Was that for revenge? Revenge? Kinda. I mean, I just figured it'd be easier for me to go back to school if I got rid of all the people I hate. But now, none of that matters.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor.
Oh, it's Koga. Koga.
Koga, you're late.
My apologies.
She summoned Koga here to protect herself?
I see now. Her confession was just to buy her time.
Koga, you've really hit rock bottom. So broke that you have to lean on a schoolgirl?
Goodness, you really are unbelievable. I suppose you're only capable of surface-level observations after all.
What?
She's already a professional-level hacker. We partnered with her because we are genuinely impressed with her talent. We don't think of her as a mere high schooler, like you seem to be doing. Not that I should expect someone as narrow-minded as yourself to see the true value of the professor. After all, a hacker's age is irrelevant to their work. Consider the US Department of Defense. Their website was hacked by a high schooler, and they in turn praised his achievement. Or the recent incident
Damn,
of a
US is catching
16-year-old
strays for
getting
no
tens of
reason.
millions of yen through cryptocurrency. I've even heard of criminal organizations in South America training children to be hackers. This proves my premise. A hacker's age has nothing to do with ability. We intend to nurture her talents for the sake of the Neo Keihin gang, to surpass even our previous efforts.
He wants to get even bigger than the Keihin gang was originally?
Koga, tell me, what's your scheme here? I know you weren't turning all these kids rotten without some kind of reason.
We shall utilize the dark web to create the greatest black market ever. The student forum and gambling website were nothing but practice runs for our true vision.
You're making a black market site?
My firm, Koga & Company, has been dealing in illicit goods such as firearms for several years now.
Come to think of it, he's been selling guns to the public in Kamurocho too. What? What the fuck is this scene from? I don't remember.
Unfortunately,
I
the
don't remember
underground
that.
economy is already flooded with competition, not to mention your meddling. It's nigh impossible for newcomers such as ourselves to break into a market where there are such dominant powers. However, the dark web is still largely unexplored territory. An entirely untraceable, secure territory at that. Despite these benefits, no one has capitalized on this untapped potential within our country. This means the entirety of online criminal business in all of Japan is ours for the taking.
Itakura, this sound like something you want to do? Help Koga enable violence across the whole country?
I just can't take the horrible cliquishness of it all anymore. Ever since that godforsaken festival.
Just like I thought, she's trying to cope with what happened at the culture festival.
And it's not like it ends with school. I'm trying to fit in at some desk job for the rest of my life. Just the thought of it makes me sick. I refuse to live in constant fear of getting excluded for no reason beyond getting on someone popular's bad side. That's why I've dedicated all my efforts to what's most important in life. The strength to stand alone. Itakura-san.
Well, Professor, let's take our leave.
Please, it's too cold out.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Koga. Let's go. We have plenty of work to do.
Itakura, stop. Are you really sure about this? Joining up with such terrible people?
I've made up my mind.
Yagami-san, I suggest you stop interfering. Unless you want to see what'll happen to the girl if you don't.
Which girl? Oh shit!
Yes.
Yo, Kyoko,
Just
run.
stay right where you are. Heed my words. Pursue us, and the girl gets one right through the skull.
Damn it. They took Kyoko hostage.
Itakura-san, why?
Kento, quick. Sneak in from behind and grab her. Go around the school gate. Did we get their license plate? Or nah? Yagami-san, what should we do? He wasn't shivering. He was trembling.
What?
What?
Excuse me.
What are you talking about, Yagami-san? Never mind. Our next move is to track down Mitokura and figure out how to rescue her. Would it really be a rescue, though? He rather seemed to prefer leaving with them. We just have to find her and talk her out of it somehow. Messing around with that gang is only going to end poorly for her. Plus,
Amasawa.
can't let a member of the MRC go down the wrong path that easily. That'd make me one crappy advisor, wouldn't it? You're absolutely right. And one more thing. You've forgotten an important point, Amasawa.
After all,
A truly
truly
artful.
detective can solve incidents before they even occur, right?
Yeah, what I said. You got me there. We sure have our work cut out for us, though. Let's head back to the club room. Want to take our next steps.
Yes.
Alright, sounds good. Oh, Kento's here. Still. Where's Itokura? We're not sure. Koga from the Neo-Keihin gang took her. What? You got kidnapped?
No.
No, Itokura seemed to want to go with them. Wait. What? So, what do we do now? We get to work.
Right.
Wow. I mean, I get it, but how? Where do you think she went? Do you know anything about the Neo-Keihin gang having a hideout?
Nope.
Back when I was investigating the robotics club, I found a spot that seemed like it was theirs. Unfortunately, they probably moved on from there by now. Oh.
But
Luckily, we do have one lead to work with. I actually memorized the license plate of that car that took her.
Huh?
What? You did? That's crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. It was basically out of instinct, although the police would be the only ones who could do something with it. Should we file a report then? That you saw a minor get kidnapped?
nope.
No, that should be our last resort. Getting the police involved guarantees Itokura ends up in some serious trouble in the end. Ah, that's true. Should we split up and search the town ourselves? We know they have to be based somewhere in Ijincho.
No.
Now that'd take forever with just the three of us. Ijincho is freaking huge. Good point. Wait, maybe we could actually make it work.
What?
With the power of friendship, we call everybody together. If we have the car's license plate number, there's one way we might be able to track it down. Ask all my Seiryō contacts. Yeah. I mean, Tsukumo, yeah, can do it for sure. Yeah, how about all my Seiryō contacts? Oh right, there's one thing that might work. We ask everyone to lend us a hand.
What?
Who's everyone exactly? Everybody. All the students I met here at Seiryō. The power of friendship, baby. Ijincho is definitely too big for the three of us, but not for dozens of people. The numbers are on our side that way. Oh, now there's a way to go about it. Yeah, since we know the car's license plate, we won't have to worry about false IDs either. This could actually work.
Yeah.
Yep, it's time to work together and crack it for good. Are they gonna show everybody? Like a Avengers scene? We got the dancing rabbits, the robotics, the skaters, the bikers, the gamblers, the girls biters. Oh shit, everyone is actually here. Yeah, you got Sayaka and Takanashi. We got the gambling girl, Kenya, Suo. We got the photography girl, Okitegawa, Kuramazaki, esports guy, skater guy.
Hey guys, sorry to have you come here so late. Like I told you before, the cops can't get involved in this. That's why I need your help.
Sure, but why do you need us, though?
Well, it's to rescue Itokura. Beyond that, though, I can't share the details. Sorry.
Hey, Yagami. This is weird. Beyond a couple of exceptions, everyone here was on the Cultural Festival Committee at the same time as Itokura. And she was the one who we all kinda, you know.
Oh, now that you mention it.
And you've been after this professor person. Is that related to this somehow?
Well, look who'd be right at home in
Can't
the
say it's
MRC.
unrelated. I also can't say each of you had no part in the events leading up to this either.
I see. I don't know what's going on, but I knew we'd have to face the music someday.
Same here. And it's always bugged me. I feel terrible that I've never summoned the courage to apologize either.
Yeah, but I was basically just a shadow member on the committee, remember? I only joined in the first place because I drew the short straw.
Yeah, but you still showed up at meetings, at least at first. Even though all you did was eat our snacks.
Based Kenya.
Did I?
Yeah, and you gave Kotoko a real attitude, too. In fact, you were one of the first to give her the cold shoulder. Don't tell me you forgot, either.
Did I really?
You sure did. So, don't go pretending none of this applies to you.
Guys, I just need you to do one thing for me. I'm gonna give you a license plate number. I want you to search the town high and low for that car. It's a black four-door sedan. And I'm talking about covering the entire town. So we're gonna need serious numbers on this. Ask your friends to lend a hand if you can.
Yagami, don't you worry about it. If you need the help, I'll round up Made in Heaven for you.
Oh shit.
That'd be a huge help.
Got the whole gang.
Yagami-san, you have the Robotics Club support as well. Itokura-san is a highly valued member of the team.
Okay,
And you know the
Okitagawa.
rabbits would be happy to help if it's for you, Yagami-san. We're out and about so much, we know the city like the back of our hands. We'll find that car no problem.
Thank you, Okitagawa.
Oh my god.
Shizono.
Got the
All right,
crew.
everyone. Hit me up the moment you see that car.
Understood.
What about the girls' bite? Oh, you could see the bikers in the back. Is that Kenya's box? Is that the fucking Todoroki?
What do you mean Itokura-senpai's missing?
I don't know all the details. Let's just trust Yagami-san on this one. Besides, if one of our own is in danger, then we're all in danger until we mount a rescue.
Yeah, you're right. So, what's the plan, Okitagawa?
We're going to handle this the way we know best. Here's our strategy.
All right, rabbits. Time for us to comb the town. Go! Hop, set, rabbit! Woo!
Wait, they said the part in English this time.
Ah, a pro? At what?
No. She goes by the Professor.
Huh? That's English, though.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Other times.
And you've been speaking it.
You little asshole! Don't you throw that foreign bullshit at me! The Japanese word is sensei!
You're so embarrassing.
Made in Heaven rides again tonight,
Oh, that's so
fellas.
cool.
Let's fire 'em up! Yeah!
Honestly, with Made in Heaven's like numbers, we should be able to find like comb the town in no time. Thanks, everyone. Okay, rest in the missed opportunity there for Emily and the other girls. Missed opportunity for the gambling girl to have some dialogue. Skaters didn't have any dialogue at all. We could have had the Blue Kings and the Ichijo Hounds work together. Same with the esports. Like, they didn't have any dialogue either. Rest in peace, guys.
Yagami-san,
Yagami, I'll ask the karate club guys and my girlfriends to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but make sure you don't spill all the details of the case to them, okay?
yeah.
Sure, no problem. He's like, what? Kento has girlfriends? What the fuck? While you two focus your efforts on the crowd support, I'll attempt a different approach. And what would that be? I'm gonna reach out to Itokura-san's parents. They might be able to talk some sense into her. I see. Although, it'll be bad if they get the police involved.
Yes.
Well, I'll make sure to observe her parents' reactions as I speak to them. I'll only proceed if they appear to understand the situation. Alright, sounds good. Well then. Okay, I think it's time to check out that Neo Keihin gang hideout I found when I was helping the robotics club. Pretty sure it was in the building on East Tsurukame Highway with the Yakama Towel sign. Towel sign? I know where that is though, it's on the very edge of town. There it is.